This is Math 99 final practice test, and we are supposed to solve this matrix. And so in order, this system of equations. And in order to solve it, I'm going to use a matrix. So I'm going to lift out all those coefficients and rewrite it as a matrix. So if I take a look at like the first equation right here, I'm going to grab my pen. My first equation right here, I notice that x has a -1, so there's -1 x's, 1 y's, 3 z's, and 6 1's. And I'm just going to do the same thing with the other two equations. So second equation, 1x, 1y, 2 z's, and a 7. It looks like a z, doesn't it? So let me make it into a 7. And then third equation, 2 x's, 3 y's, 1 z, and 4 1's. So now I have it in terms of a matrix. I want to make a couple zeros here, a 0 here. And really all I'm doing is getting it in terms, so one of the equations has 3 variables, one has 2, one has 1. And then I can back solve from there. So looking at this second equation, equation 2, I want to get rid of this one that's right here. So I notice I can just add equation 1 to equation 2. Equation 1 plus equation 2. Put that into the equation 2 spot, and that'll give me a 0 there. So let me do that. See where I end up. My first equation, my first row is just going to stay as it is. And then if I add these together, -1 plus 1 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, 6 plus 7 is 13. So I've eliminated that term. So now I'm going to work on this row. And I notice that I have a 2 here. I want it to be a 0, so -1. So if I just go +2 times equation 1, add that to equation 3, that'll get rid of it. So let me think about this. 2 times equation 1, so I'll just scratch that down here. -1 times 2 is -2, 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12. And then I'm going to add this 2 times equation 1 plus equation 3. And I'll put it in the equation 3 spot. So -2 plus 2 is 0, that's what I wanted to happen. 3 plus 2 is 5, 6 plus 1 is 7, and 12 plus 4 is 16. Great. So now my new version of my matrix, I'm transforming it. I'm going to turn this 5 into a 0. And so I noticed I have a 2 here and a 5 here. So if I made this into a -10 and this into a 10 and then added them together, that would eliminate that 5, turn it into a 0. So I am going to do just that. I'm going to go -5 times equation 2 plus 2 times equation 3. Notice that gives me a -10 here and it's +10 here. I'm going to put that into the equation 3 spot. So let me do a little bit of scratch work up here. -5 times equation 2. So if I go this times -5, 0 times -5 is 0. 2 times -5 is -10. That's good. That's what I wanted to happen. -5 times 5 is -25. -5 times 13, what is that, 65? It is -65. And my next part, 2 times equation 3. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 5 is 10. Perfect. Those are going to cancel out. 2 times 7 is 14. And then 2 times 16 is 32. And then if I add those together, 0, 0, -25 plus 14 is -11. -65 plus 32 is -33. So even from there, I can see I could divide both these by a -11. But let me just do one step at a time here. My first row is still -1, 1, 3, 6. My second row, 0, 2, 5, 13. My third row, I just converted to 0, 0. And notice it was at -11, -33. If I divided both of these by -11, that would make this a 1 and this a 3, which is gorgeous. That's exactly what I want, because now I know the value of z. So If I translate this back into a system now, I have negative x plus 1y plus 3z equals 6. This gives me 0 x's, 2 y's, plus 5 z's equals 13. And then 1z, excuse me, equals 3. So far I know that z equals 3. So let me do some back substitution to figure out the rest of it. I'm going to plug this into this equation. So 2y plus 5z, z is 3, equals 13. So that means that 2y plus 15 equals 13. Subtract that 15, 2y equals negative 2y, and y equals negative 1. So now I know that y equals negative 1. I have 2 of them. Plug them both into here to figure out what x is. Negative x plus y, y's 1. Sorry, y's negative 1. Oh, that's horrible. Let me, so z's 3, y was negative 1. Plug those in. I'm going to rewrite this. Negative x, I'm going to erase and give myself a little bit of space. That is much better. Negative x plus y, negative 1, plus 3z, plus 3 times z, which is 3, is equal to 6. So negative x minus 1 plus 9 equals 6. Negative x plus 8 equals 6. Subtract 8 from both sides. Negative 8 equals, negative x equals negative 2, so x equals 2. X equals 2. You can write your solution this way, or you can write it as the order triple 2, negative 1, 3.